Hey friend, how are you? Okay, for whatever reason, it looks like my camera is frozen over here. So hang on one second. Hopefully the mic's not frozen too. And we'll come see. Yes. There's that one. Let's go here. And we'll say hello friend. For whatever reason, my StreamYard, it's not picking up the other one right now. So anyway, I'm going to paint a butterfly picture today, and I just wanted to see if you guys would hang out and chat and talk about some things with me. We got some big stuff coming, and kind of just curious who all might be interested in it. So give me just a second to switch to the other cam. Let me try this one more time and see if it'll. It's still frozen. Okay. It's frozen over there, so I'm just going to come over here and we're just going to do it this way. So I'm going to slide this over here out of the way. And this is my sunflowers. We're working on my sunflowers the other day. How are you today? And what have you been doing? We at my house and at a friend of ours' house have been working on a new venture. We are going to be launching at the end of May. And we are, I think you may have seen a post or two on my page about it, or I think I've even shared it to my personal page, and I know Philip shared it to his, where we're talking about, okay, hang on, there we go, now I'm back. My screen went wonky on me. Sorry, y'all. It's called Art Country Central, and it's going to be a collaborative effort between our Home Base Essentials business and the Painting and Vine, which is a friend of ours who is does painting. She has a painting business, a painting. I'm going to say a paint and sip, but it's like a painting. You go there to do paintings like the painting businesses, and you don't have to drink wine if you don't drink wine. So anyway, we're doing a venture in that like that. We're going to have online and in-person business trainings for teaching painting parties, give you at least 3 paintings a month. We're going to teach you some tech training and marketing, try to help you build a niche or develop your niche if you're not into painting. We wanted to help you figure out where your niche might be and help you with that. You have a built-in niche with the painting until you get it figured out, if that's what you decide to do. Deborah is an excellent painter. I will probably be trying to teach some of her paintings on here in the very near future, because with me painting as being a painter as well, or an artist as well, I've been given permission to use her stuff. Usually you have to pay her to get permission, and well, that's part of what hang on, let me close this since it's not working. I just don't even want to have it open and slowing the computer down. All right, sorry guys. Okay, so I've got my Hauser dark green, Hauser medium green, and Hauser light green all poured out here on my palette. You can't really see it, it's way over there. Let me point this down. Let's see if I don't make you dizzy. I'm trying not to make anybody dizzy. I really don't want to make anybody dizzy. Does that look like it might work a little better so y'all can see my palette and the painting area? There we go. I got my sponge damp. It's not soaking wet. I got a paper towel over here and kind of thinned it out. I'm going to take my dark green and my medium green and get them on my brush. And we're just going to kind of start sponging it around. It's going to have some darker bits and some lighter bits where it's kind of mixing. We're doing a very blurred kind of background, or that's the goal. I don't want it to be real strong in either color. I don't want it to be like super heavy. I could use my scruffy brush, which I do love to use. Those who have watched my page before know that I love to use my scruffy brushes for backgrounds like this, but I thought this would be a smoother, easier one to get through. I found this picture online and I said, oh, I just want to paint that. So I'm going to try painting it today. We'll just see what comes up. No, I haven't painted it before. Yes, I'm just going to be brave and we're just going to go for it. So where did my notes for today go? Okay, so we were at what I was saying before. If you'll say hey and let me know that you're listening, I would appreciate it. Just drop your drop where you're watching from in the comments, y'all. I am so baffled today. My brain is just off. I don't know why. I guess because they're cutting down trees out front, and it's just got me thrown off listening to all the noise out there. We want. We're wanting to work together with Deborah to help bring opportunities to those that are crafters. Hey, Jeannie, how are you? Now, after I've gotten the two darker colors, the medium, Hauser medium and dark green, I'm going to take my big scruffy and I am going to pounce a little bit of the lighter green in there. I don't want a lot of it. We're just going to kind of pounce in a little bit. I don't want it to detract too much, and I'm fixing to be putting that flower in the middle, so I really don't want to overdo it. So what I was saying is we're getting ready to launch this, and we've got a couple of questions, and we could really use your help getting this going. I am good. I'm good. I said I think I'm off a little bit today because they've got a chainsaws going outside out front where they've been taking down this huge oak from in our yard and right by our driveway that's been tearing our driveway up, and it needed to come down, and it's like I keep hearing this constant buzz from the saw, and it's kind of got me a little off, and it's like I keep trying to think, and then it's like bzzz. Oh yeah, you were thinking bzzz. Oh yeah, you were thinking about something, so it's like crazy. So anyway, we would like your feedback on what we're putting together. Our collaboration between Home Base Essentials and Escape and Paint and Painting and Vine. It's more between Home Base Essentials. I'm just, as an artist, there for support and backup. And I can bring certain other tools to the game because we're talking about, oh no, my migraine. Are you asking about my migraine, Jeannie, or do you say you have one? Today I don't have one. Thankfully, it rained this weekend, and I think it finally washed all the sinus stuff that was just building up and causing me to have some pain and pressure away, and I'm so happy that it did. Okay, so I'm going to take my little bitty number 6, and I'm going to I'm going to turn it sideways because I think this will be better this way. And I'm going to get this, and I'm going to do me a little stem right under here because it's all in the shadows. No, it will give you one. Oh, yes, it will. Yeah, it could. I'm hoping it don't. So far, it's just the distraction. I get my thoughts going, and then it's like they stop sawing, they stop the chainsaws, and I'm like, oh, good, I can think clear again. And I get back on track, and then they start sawing again, and I'm like, okay, what was I thinking again? And I'm already kind of nervous because I feel like I'm being salesy talking about this, but I'm really not in a bad way being salesy. I'm just asking for y'all's help and opinion. We're getting ready to launch something big, really big. We want to help those who are crafty or artists or want to help find to make either another way of making money or help them to improve this way of making money for them. And we're just wondering if there's two things. What are two things that you think would help your business grow, or maybe even start a business if you've not already started one? And I'm going to make a pretty pink, what's it called again? Coneflower. And I'm going to use, I've got peony pink and dragon fruit, and I don't think either one of them is as light as I want it to be, but we're going to see. So if you're interested in more information about what I'm talking about, our venture that we're going to do, or you would like to be more helpful in us getting it off the ground, I would love it if you would put Art Country in the comments, and then I will come back when we get done. Whoops. Then I will come back as I get done. These are supposed to be rounded. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to do a rounded one like this. We shall see. I'll come back afterward and give you a link to help you with getting on our wait list so that we can get you some information. If you're interested in more information about what we're doing and what we're planning. And then we will be launching the 30th. It's the 30th. But if you wouldn't mind, and then what are a couple of things you have seen others do that, if done differently, could maybe bring more benefit to what you're doing? Could maybe help you a little bit more. What are some things that you maybe have seen done that you think could be done better to help those in the crafting community, the art community, that maybe could use a little extra, that could be done differently to help you out? Okay. We're going to see how this turns out. So like I said, this is my first try to even try this. Never done this coneflower, so. Can y'all see it okay? Nope, we can't. It's completely out of the view now. Okay, I'm going to try to loosen this up. And just a little bit so y'all can see it. That way I can scoot it back in front of me, and y'all should still be able to see it. All right. Probably should turn that one around and come from this side. Ooh, I don't know if y'all heard that or not, but I felt like my desk just wiggled where they're working on pulling down the big base of the tree, and it just hit the ground, or some of it did. And let me tell you, that was a thump. Okay. Trying to give them rounded tips because I know these coneflowers don't have that pointy tip on them. They have that rounded, more of a little bit more rounded look to them. They had all these crazy petals on them, like loads of petals on it. Okay. So I'm going to set that one over here. And I'm going to get my little scruffy brush because I do believe that we're going to need it. And I need it round. So I think what I'm going to do actually is take, I guess that one's not open. I think I'm going to take the cadmium orange because I want some orange, some different shades of orange. And I think I'm going to need a brown. But I'm going to add just this drip of black, where there's going to be a lot of black come out all over the page and all over everything. And we're just not going to panic. I'm just not going to panic. Don't panic. Well, I think all of my pages are marked now with some black paint, instead of just the 2 pages I've actually painted on. It happens. Inhale, exhale, move forward, right? it's okay. I'm going to get a little bit of the black on this brush and then kind of mix it in with this edge on the orange, because I'm probably going to need to get different orange for the rest of it. I'm liking the brown that's coming out of this. Okay. I'm getting it on my scruffy, and then I'm going to come around here and I'm going to make this center here. And then I'm going to grab a little bit more of the orange and come back right here. Okay, if you go back over it too much, it loses its. I'll set that right there so I've got it if I want it again in a minute. And now comes the fun part. I get to try and freehand a butterfly. I haven't done that a whole lot, y'all. I usually trace mine out. Okay. Now we're going to come up. We're going to come up. So it almost looks like it goes straight into that back end. I'm going to give this a little bit more black in here. And then I think I'm going to just take that rounded part out. And I think I'm going to try and cover that black up, that pink up where I did the. Okay. And I can grab that just a little bit wider there. There we go. And now I'm going to put a big patch of black right here. I'm gonna do a couple of little wiggly bits that where it leads to different ones, and we're gonna do some little. I think I'm actually gonna get my liner brush because it looks like it might be a little more what I'm wanting for this part. Okay, we're going to come straight down here. All right, that's got most of our black drawn in. Doesn't look like it's coating very well. I did not grab my thicker one. I grabbed a lighter weight one. That may be my my demise, my downfall there. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and roll this liner brush again. I'm going to pull out a couple of little antennas. And this one has them going kind of down right now, like he's feeling of the edge of the flower. So that's where I'm going to put them. Okay. Now I want, I think I still need a darker orange here. There is Canyon Orange, and here is Spiced Pumpkin. And here is a little more of the Cadmium Orange, Untainted. I'm going to take and put the Cadmium Orange, which is the darkest of my oranges, in here. And then in this one, and I'll probably have to go over my black, it looks like. It's kind of wimping out a little bit on me here. I wanted the darker orange right in here, and if I need to, I can go in and add just a touch of a color to make it darker. And then we had this medium color one right in here. Put it right in there. And then that needs actually a little bit more black, I think, around here. And so I'm going to do the other orange in here. There is going to be a white spot right in here at the front of this. So I'm going to leave that ready for the white spot. And then I'm going to put this down and in. And then we're going to hit this with this really light orange. I'm going to kind of twirl it and get it to form a nice little point again. This is going to be beautiful. I'm off to teach a class. I'll be back. Well, thank you. Well, this is my first time doing this at all, so I'm just giving it a shot and winging it. So thank you, Deborah. I was just talking about you and our joint venture coming up just minutes ago. Telling everybody if they were interested in more information or if they wanted to help us get it going, that they needed to let us know. Okay, I'm going to go with this medium orange in here just a little bit because I think we're going to tone the shades into some of the darker one toward the bottom. Okay. Might should have gone with that lighter one for a little bit longer, huh? for another layer here. You know what? I think I might go in and grab that and mix it in where it's kind of got some highlights in there from that one. Okay. Now with this one, I'm going to stick it right here. I've got the medium color still. I think what I'm going to do is kind of hit the upper edge of it with the light color. And kind of hit the bottom edge of it with the dark color. It's right in there. Right in there. And then we're going to hit with the dark. We're going to kind of come right under there at the bottom. And just leaving a little bit of our dark orange. Not loads. Not loads. I grabbed a little bit more of the light orange. And you know, I didn't even rinse out the brush or change the color, so don't y'all fuss or fret about if you decide to paint along with me. Now I'm going to take this darker color and come along here and kind of fill in this bottom part of the wing. I'm just kind of hoping it looks something like a monarch when we get done. Because I've got a picture on my screen over here that I'm looking at, and I'm kind of just pulling from. All right, let me rinse this off. And then I'll grab me a little bit of white. Hopefully it won't shoot out. It did. Well, that's what you get when you use a thinner paint. That's all I can say today. All right, I'm going to put my white right here for sure. It had this kind of a little white piece in there like that, and then we've got some little white dots all around in here. We've got like an eye dot up here and some shiny bits here, and we had some body dots and bits right in here especially. And then there's bits of white outlining some of this, so we'll just kind of put a little bit of white kind of along this edge right here as best we can. A little bit of white along this edge and along this edge and along here and along here. And we're going to do a little bit along here and here and here. Kind of fill in some of that. And then we're going to grab a little bit more in here and just kind of pull a few more bits to outline. All right, now I'm going to get all of that off that tip, and I'm going to switch to the other end. And actually, I think what I may do is grab a toothpick. I like a toothpick or my stylus. I'll just grab my stylus. It's sitting right here because it's small. It's a little bit smaller, a little bit finer tip even than the bottom of the paintbrush, and you can dip it in the paint, and then you've got space for some smaller dots. You can do some bigger dots too, but you've got all those littler dots can come out a whole lot easier now. Than they did with just the big paintbrush tip. Now, this one kind of had a big white dot in the middle of it. I'm actually gonna pick my brush back up for just a second. and do some bigger splats because it had some bigger little splatty looking drawn. They do look like a brush dragged along. There's why I'm doing it that way. I'm going to go ahead and grab, and right in here there was a big kind of white dot there, and there was kind of a bigger one right here. Got it in that black, so it's not wanting to be a white smear. It's wanting to be just a smear. And we need to switch back now. And we can do some bigger dots all around. And then these dots come right along this edge. Thank you, Jan. How are you today, sweetheart? What have you been up to? I saw you gone live earlier. I was working on a project for a client and I couldn't get over there and watch it in time, but I haven't had a chance. I had to get mine ready and do my live, and then I was going to go watch it. So what did you paint today? What did you do on your live? And I have a question. What are 2 things that you think would help your business grow? What are 2 things you think would help your business grow? Okay. This looks like he's folded under there, so I'm not going to argue with taking this and getting just a little bit of white. It looks like we've got a little bit of a white line around this edge that kind of comes in and out. So I'm going to kind of pull it and have it right in there. Yeah, there we go. It's starting to do it, and then it stops. And then we're going to pull along, and we don't want it to be like super streaky, but we don't want it to be like super perfect either. We want it to just kind of look like there's some white edging in there. Kind of like he's got dots, white dots that are just kind of filling in and out here and there. All right, now I've got to figure out what to do to make my flowers look pretty because they are just deathly ill. So let's come along this line. And give them a little bit of white along that edge. What do you think? Maybe that'll make them look a little bit better. Like the sun's hitting on them. I'll kind of pull it down there and under there. And I think I'm going to grab some of this really light orange with my scruffy over here, my little scruffy that I did the top with, and I'm going to add some hints of this lighter orange at the top because that brown just, the other one just kind of bled right into it. Alrighty. I think I did fair for attempting to copy. Oh, you know what? I think I might add that last little bit that I need. Y'all gonna be laughing at me like, I thought you said you're done. I'm gonna take just the littlest bit of black, and I think I'm gonna kind of go down this edge right here. on these petals. I think that's what I'm going to do to kind of help give them a little bit of definition, because I think my color was a little thin, or maybe there was just some learning blocks there. I haven't been painting all that long. I don't have directions for this. I'm just kind of pulling a rabbit out of the hat here and just painting a picture that I saw today. I thought I wanted to do a butterfly, and then I decided I wanted to do a butterfly on a flower, so I just looked up a butterfly on a flower and decided I'd just do this one. Hey, Tammy, how are you? So, for all my business friends, what are 2 things that you think would help your business to grow, or that you think would help somebody to start a business if they didn't have one started already? I'm not doing it thick in there. I'm just kind of leaving it kind of light and hinting in there. Because Art Country is coming in May, the end of this month. And we are just wanting to see if there's anything y'all need help with so that we can be truly ready to help y'all. I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of white on his legs so it looks like it's kind of shining there. And then a little bit on his backside there. I think it needed that little bit of black on those petals. I really do. I think that helped it to come to life a little bit better. All right. When I get done, I'll post a picture of my picture that I found online that I was tracing and making, and then this one with it so that you can see. Yes, pattern. I gotta get the extra off of that one. 21. There we go. All right, let me switch cameras really fast because this was just acting crankier than cranky a while ago. Camera. Let's go back to my face camera and we'll show y'all this way. What y'all think? Does it look kind of like a monarch? Better yet, why don't I do this? And then I'll hit share screen and I'll show. Hang on, let me. Do that. And I'll show y'all what I did. Well, come on, go back in there. Oh, man. There we go. There's mine, and there's the inspiration piece. I don't think it did half bad. LOL, find your niche. Okay, so find your niche will help you to buckle down and do better and grow your business. What else? What's something else, Tammy? Art Country's coming. in the end of May, and we're just wanting to know what we can do to help y'all grow your businesses, and is there something specific y'all need help with so we can help y'all grow your businesses. Let me put those over there, these over here. All right, so let me full screen that because it's driving me bananas. It's all messed up. Okay, let me remove that. And woo, I just feel like it's like right in my face where it's at now. Being consistent. Yeah. By being consistent, do you mean you going consistently, or you like having material to post consistently, like non-live material to help you be consistent on your page? Because I know for me, I struggle with what I would call an engagement post. I don't always put engaging posts on there. When I do, I get the engagement, and I tend to interact with people like I should and be like on it and watching it, but I don't always jump right in there. I don't always remember to put them in there. Wait, I don't want to stop screen. Okay, anyway. Okay, so I am going to say bye and hope y'all have a great afternoon. And I will be back probably tomorrow afternoon to paint again. Looking forward to visiting with you then. And if you would like more information on Art Country Central, please leave the tab, the hashtag Art Country in the comments, and I will put the link in there for you. And thank you. We'll talk to y'all tomorrow.